right, 7:50 in the mornings. We continue now. We are talking with our vet specialist today, and I'll go ahead and introduce who is here. You know, Dr. Jerome Williams, our regular guest. This is Dr. Ingrid Straeter, though. She is a specialist with us today, and we are talking about dilated cardiomyopathy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. What is that?
Dr. Straeter is our heart doctor, so this is what she's going to present us today about some heart conditions.
Okay, so explain what that is.
So dilated cardiomyopathy is a heart muscle disease. Cardiomyopathy meaning heart muscle, and of course dilation means enlarged. So you usually get a very enlarged heart, often all chambers, and it doesn't really want to contract very well. So the contractility, pumping function is decreased. And so with that, often also the cardiac output, and that's really a problem.
Okay, so what we're looking at here, tell us what we're looking at.
So this is an echocardiogram of the left ventricle, and I have this only because I like to see the contrast from this one to the next one. This is a regular, normal left ventricle of a,
that's
of a
normal.
dog. That is
Okay.
very normal. See how it contracts very nicely.
All right,
And
and
in
the
this
next
one here, this is of course a different dog, and you can tell it doesn't really want to pump at all.
Oh, so what's going on? Yeah, you can hardly start doing anything.
Is,
so what's going on with the dog?
Of a dilated cardiomyopathy, we don't really know why that happens. It's usually the giant breeds, often also boxers.
You've brought...
He is a boxer mix, that's right, my little boy here.
We'll show
and,
there he is.
There's Sam.
Hey Sam,
and,
look at the camera, Sam.
Good boy. So boxers, Doberman pinchers, they get this quite commonly.
So Sam is an example of one that
could get it.
Could develop that. So name that again, boxers and what?
And Doberman pinchers are the giant breeds.
He's so pretty.
They begin to tire more easily or show weakness?
Yes, it's really difficult. Really the only way to diagnose this with echocardiogram, what I had there, you know, on those videos.
If we can put those two double ones back and we'll see what, there we go.
Yeah, very nice contrast there.
So you're seeing the good one on the left and then...
the not pumping at all on the right. So it's really a severe case.
So what do you do?
Well, if it's that advanced, then you really have to go and give them heavy medications, and the outlook is not good. But as Dr. Williams said, you know, sometimes you see it early on, and you kind of think maybe it could be that, and you can send them for an echocardiogram. Like what he said, they might just slow down, they might have a coughing, sometimes they have fluid in the abdomen.
Dr. Williams, is it an age-related thing, or will you see this possibly in all kind of dogs that you see?
In large dogs that she mentioned, you could see it 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, which is a relatively young dog. But more
so what have you noticed when someone brings a dog in? Are they the typical symptoms? They're tired, they aren't getting around?
It seems like they don't have the energy. The tongue may be blue if they exert it with any kind of force, and they're just struggling to breathe and live.
Well, is there something happening maybe early that we miss that could be intercepted, or is it all of a sudden you have these symptoms?
But what has been in the news lately too is, of course, that grain-free diets may induce some of that. We don't know. It's under investigation now. Yes, I'm not saying that's the case, but we'll see. So then it would be a taurine deficiency usually. So an easy way, other than sending them, you know, to an echocardiogram, would maybe you can get the taurine levels in the blood. You can measure that and see, you know, what that is.
Okay, so if you're doing a grain-free diet, which my dog is on one.
Too much.
I mean, do you need to introduce something into their diet, maybe?
So they have found some unusual breeds where the dilated cardiomyopathy was happening, and right now there were some golden retrievers and some Labrador retrievers. So if you don't have that breed, I think you're probably still okay.
Okay, I do. So we're going to have to do something. And Sam, I know how you feel about it. I'm feeling the same way right now.
But the jury's still out on whether the grain-free diet is a factor or not.
Okay. All right. Thank you both, Dr. Ingrid, Dr. Williams.